So I'm going to put her in first, because she is still our worst matchup. Like, definitely still our worst matchup. But, yeah, random. Hey, bangers. So Paladin is still our worst matchup, like, definitely. But it's no longer on -3, which is what I had it as before. The ground game buff is so important against her, because we don't have to just jump now and have her jump at us and win. So, good shit. Ike is now solo viable. Oh, Sonic Heroes music. So going through the other characters, I'm going to try and go through in order and figure them out. Banjo, I had an evenish, and I think pretty much stays an evenish as well. Because just nothing really changed in that matchup, honestly. You know what, we'll go in order from how, we'll take Banjo out, we'll stick him back in there. We'll go in order from how bad I put him in, and then I'll go from there. So, Wolf I had as our next worst, which I do think is still pretty bad. And it's still definitely a -2. Reason being is that Wolf can pretty much just outdo us in any range. He just kind of sucks. But we I mean, we still deal with him fine. We can still do it. This is the thing. Like, -2 is still fine. The pizza has pepper, onion, chicken, and beef. I think this was just a thrown together one. Right, next worst I had was Lucina. I'm looking through this matchup chart and I'm like, what was I smoking? Honestly. Lucina is still a -2 though. That matchup is arse. But it's like, it's not as bad because what we can do with Aether versus, this is pretty much a swordy thing. Versus swordies, if we know they're gonna like jump and do a falling aerial on us, before we had like serious troubles dealing with like falling aerials because we couldn't get the stuff out in time. But now if we do Aether preemptively at a shield, it's actually like pretty scary for him. You know what? I'm actually gonna put Lucina down in -1. I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. The fact that we can counter rising aerials, or sorry, falling aerials with Aether now, we do it preemptively, armor the hit, and then just hit them on the way up. They take so much damage for it and die super early. And if you can stop Lucina from doing that, then they're in so much trouble. Not only that, they have like reasons to be wary of us in like all positions now. So if they still beat us because they just outclass us everywhere, but it's a struggle. Zero Suit used to really suck because we had to jump to do anything. But she does also just kind of privilege through all of our stuff. So I'd probably still put Zero Suit as a -2. Yeah, Zero Suit's still -2, I'd say. Because it's just, she just outclasses us in everywhere. And I do think that character is bad underrated. Hang on. I'm so classy. Anyway, for some reason, I'm looking at this tier list and I put this matchup chart, and I put Marth in -2. What am I doing? No, Marth is better now, but he's still significantly worse than Lucina, so I'd say he's even at best. We might even win that one. Right now, what? So that's all of my -2s out of the way. I think I'll leave Lucina in -1. Hey Adam, how we doing? No, and before we go any further, I will just put Ike in even because the Ditto is always even. Did I forget to change my stream title? I've realised. Let me just check that real quick. Oh, cool. We did it. We did change it. All good. All good. All good. Right. Yeah. Stuff. Mario I had next as a pretty bad matchup. I do think that is a bad matchup still. Not because not because we get completely outclassed by the character, but just the amount of damage Mario gets on Ike is just, it's not okay, man. Like when he gets in and we just can't get out of disadvantage. And not only that, everything Mario does is really safe. So the ether buffs really don't make a great deal of difference. I think the only thing that's like in this matchup that's like a big buff that like really helpful for us is the dash attack. Because it's just so useful for catching Mario jumping around. Hey Requiem. But overall I don't think it really improved much, so that's still staying in -1. Next I had Roy and Crom, and I think they're both still pretty, they're still like basically -1s, yeah. They just kind of, Blue Malawa. I decided I was going to go off my previous matchup chart. But yeah, I think we just kind of outrank. They just kind of outdo us. Like it's not like we get complete. Pretty much all of -1. It's like it's not that we get completely bodied. It's just that we get outclassed in areas that kind of hurt us. And like while Roy and Crom aren't the safest on a shield, they're like, they don't need to be. We're kind of laggy as hell. Well, we kind of don't have really much in the way of a shield, and they can sort of pressure us in ways that we struggle with. But the stuff I said about Lucina still holds true for them, where we can use ether as like a parry, I guess, for landing aerials. But it's definitely more effective on Lucina and Marth than it is on Roy and Crom, just because of their full speed makes it a lot harder to react. And their airspeed is really good as well. Ike beats pizza that has meat on it, but if it's a vegetarian pizza, it's just an unwinnable matchup. Hello, Crispy. Next. So I had Inkling next. Again, that's another one I think is a -1. Not because they like body us, or that there's anything particular wrong, but they're just really difficult for us to hit. But I do think that the changes to dash attack and down tilt are really good in this matchup. But the fact that we lose like a reliable kill option on them, because Nair up air was super useful versus Inkling. They suck. Nair up air was super useful versus Inkling because it was so hard to hit him with anything else. So the fact that we can close out stocks with dash attack helps a lot, but the fact that Nair up air is way harder to land, just sort of levels it out a bit. Honestly, with Falco is who I had next on this list, and I think they might have gotten harder, but I can't tell. I've not fought Jax yet. I need to fight Jax to be able to tell exactly where this goes. I think like there's a good chance we still lose this matchup. The changes to Ike didn't do a great deal. Meanwhile, Falco also got a ton of buffs. I don't ever want to play against Falco Blue. You need to understand this. I only do it if I have to. Seriously, I need that character to not be around. Like the fact that they have now got better grounded moves as well is a problem. And unlike us, their spammable button didn't get nerfed. But Falcos, they do like to jump around a lot, don't they? And the fact that we're able to catch them high is like with Ether now, and it means something, is really important. Oh, and the fact that Ether can't clank, that's probably the biggest thing, because we couldn't, if a Falco was mashing up tilt, we couldn't ether out a shield to stop them from mashing because the framing just worked perfectly that it would always clank. It was really annoying. So we either we did it too early and it clanked, or we did it too late and we'd get hit in out of the start. It just sucked. It was just like, but yeah. So Falco's probably still not great, but I think it's all right. Like, I think you can counter Falco mash a lot better than you could before, which is super important. But he's gotten more tools as well. Anyway, Joker. I have no clue where to put Joker, man. Like, no, see, that's the thing, Bloom. Falco mash is a shitty mash because they're pressing buttons, and you know it's not like safe. Or they'll say, "Oh, it's not safe. Just punish it." I'm like, but you're miles away, and I've got no out of shield. But they're just mashing the same button. You're there like, cool, great, yeah, brilliant. It's fair and it's up tilt, and now it's down tilt as well. Joker, that's where I was at. Joker. I think there's another one like what I've done with Inkling, Roy, and Crom, or any of the other characters other than Falco, really. Like, I think Falco just kind of beats us, but they're not like a specifically better character than us. But I think all the other characters in -1 at the moment, they're just a better character. Like, Joker is so hard to get around, and once he's got Arsene, he does really well versus Ike. But I think Joker on his own, we can fight fine. It's just, if we can end the stock really early and like stop them from even getting Arsene, then that's huge. But you got to do that first, and they get Arsene after what, 50% or something. So yeah. Now next, Ken. So I don't know where to stand with Ken and Ryu. Because, so there's a thing I always used to do with Carrot, where it's like, oh, he's mashing down tilt on my shield, I'm gonna just ether. And when I first thought about it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so broken now. And then I saw the tech. See, Carrot's showing up just in time. Then I saw the tech that they could use the tech that they can use focus out of any of their normals and just deny ether. So we actually kind of don't have a safe option. And he can do it on reaction as well. So we actually don't have a way of getting out of shield versus Shotos. So I think we can keep them out. But once they get in, they're in. I think Ken definitely wins it. But I don't think it's because Bloom, when he's down tilting us, the only way we can get the ether out is if they go into hit lag. And the hit lag, along with the slowness of the move, gives them enough time to be able to cancel it into a down B, armor the hit, and then dash out. And then punish us with the frame 97 move. It's just a hit lag that allows it. It sucks. Because if he's just whiffing, then yeah, he doesn't have time to react. But it's because he's hitting me that he's able to cancel it. I'm gonna do Ryu at the same time as Ken, not because I think like. Where did I even put Ryu? I put him in insufficient last time, but yeah, I think they're about the same. Ken's probably the worst of the two though, because we can kind of deal with the zoning from Ryu fine, but Ken's just in our face and it's like, well, cool. Right, Peach. I'm not sure about Peach. The Nair changes hurt, but not that much. But the dash attack buff and the ether buff is fucking huge versus Peach. And the fact that forward air is now way less laggy means that we can actually go and challenge her off stage, which was typically, we typically just had to let her, recover. And it sucks, because it's like, cool, she's off stage. Now we wait 5 minutes for her to float off stage, then parasol to ledge, then get off ledge. Or then we try and stop her from getting off a ledge. But the fact we can actually chase Peach now is like super important. So I'm actually going to leave Peach for now, because I don't know. I think Peach is either even or -1, but it's really close. It was already close. It was already like a minus 0.5 anyway. So I don't know. See, I've played Well, I've played against like Peach a lot. Like my doubles partner is a Peach main. I've played so many sets with that guy. But oh, who gave me a follow? Thank you for the follow, Bandit. But I've never had like huge issues with the character. I just think she fucks our recovery, but she doesn't really. But the thing is, like, everyone fucks our recovery really, so it's not like a big thing, you know. I'll leave Peach for now. I'll come back to it later. Mega Man. I think I had Mega Man as a mildly losing, but again, man, dash attack and ether versus Mega Man are huge. What happens when I get 200 followers? I feel good about myself. Mega Man's definitely even now. Because like that matchup just got a lot easier, thanks to like dash attack was huge. Because that's always like, because it was like always a thing. If you watch any set with me and Reese in Smash 4, I'd always use dash attack because he ducks as he does it. So I'd use it to go under a pellet and hit him. But there was no point in really trying to do that pre-patch because it wasn't strong enough. But now, whew, they're at 100. They're getting dash attack. I'll get to Bayo eventually. I'm trying to figure out where I put her in my list. She's quite low down. Stick around. Young Link next. We still lose that matchup. Though not. It's just he just zones us super damn hard, and it sucks. Pichu. So fun little fact. Thanks to the changes, Ike with full rage kills Pichu with Nair upper at 45%. But the issue is that there's only a 4% range in that we can actually connect it. So I think we still lose to Pichu, and the same goes for Pikachu. It's not like they're the same character, but Nair Ether isn't true, unfortunately. Like it is true, but at kill percents, if they DI out, it's not true. Which sucks so much. But I mean, if you catch someone lacking and they don't DI Nair properly, then yeah, great, kill them. But both Pikachu and Pichu, they're just annoying little shits, and they get in the way. They pancake our stuff. They're another character that the Ether buff is good for, but I'm not a fan. I'll say that much. I'm not a fan. They just consistently beat us in neutral, and it sucks. I haven't done Game Watch yet. So I then had Pokemon Trainer. I was mildly losing. But I'm not sure, because part of why that was so bad was why certain parts of it were tough. It was because we couldn't really compete on the ground. We had to jump, and really all three of those characters are really good at catching jumps. So I think the fact that we were able to fight grounded now a lot better. And like, we're able to challenge their recoveries better with forward air as well. So I think we still lose to Squirtle, but that's only for the time where they actually use Squirtle, which doesn't really matter because that's like low percent early combos, which we kind of get fucked up anyway by pretty much every character. Ivysaur's still a pain in the ass, and I think Charizard we deal with fine. We probably beat Charizard. But I don't think any of them are particularly tough, so I'm going to stick Trainer in even. Because I don't think any of the Pokemon really screw us over to a point where they can abuse it. And at the same time, we're able to compete pretty well. And like we know the whole switching to a heavy doesn't really bother us because we still chunk everyone really early. Olimar. I never know where to stand with this fucking guy because I still hate him, but I have to like try and think: am I just hating him because of Brawl Days, where he was utterly broken and destroyed us? I mean, I'm just ballparking for the time being, Bloom. I don't know where to stand with Olimar. The thing is, I've not fought an Olimar in forever. I'm gonna leave him. I have no fucking clue at the moment. Like, because I've fought most of these characters online at this point. I know it's online, it doesn't really count. But I've literally not seen an Olimar in months. Which is weird, because he's still a high tier. But yeah, Samus. The Samus matchup did get easier. The Samus matchup definitely got easier. Dash attack again is absolutely huge in that matchup. Always was in Smash 4 as well. And part of why it sucked so much was because we had to jump. All of our stuff came from there. And Samus has got really good anti-airs, like really good anti-airs. So I don't think it's even though, because I thought it was like pretty bad beforehand. Like Samus was bordering on a -2. And I made this tips before she got buffed as well. So I'm going to keep Samus in -1. But it is better than it used to be. Yeah. Right. Let's get so now we've gone through all of the characters I had down as losing in the past, and one of these will be moving into the losing section. Not because I think they got better or anything, but because I think I got it wrong to begin with. Bowser is still even. Like I could even argue that I could even argue that Ike wins. Like I won't put him in winning because it's not even remotely concrete, but. Bowser struggles versus Ike, man. And like, because like his heavyweight really actually doesn't really give a shit to us, because we're still gonna kill him early, and their up air actually kind of got buffed on him, because he's just I'll do the +1 soon. I'll get there, but like, Nair up air now kills earlier, and it's not really gotten any harder to do on Bowser, so it's like, great. We just kind of got buffs everywhere versus Bowser. So I had Diddy in even to begin with. And I'm honestly not sure about that. Because everything in my heart wants to say a -1. But I am also heavy bias versus Diddy. Yeah, we'll keep Diddy in even. Duck Hunt. They're just a big campy zone, but once we get in on them, it sucks so much. And we can dash attack through their stuff still. Yeah, I think our tools has made this matchup a bit easier, but it's still even. Fox is even. I feel like Fox is a weird one, yeah, because we like. He pressures the shit out of us, and a lot of people like think Fox is like super good, but I feel like Ike's kit just happens to work really well against him, and we kill him so fast. Like, not to mention, in the past we really didn't have anything to scare them from trying to spam up smash with, like, because we had Ether, but it didn't kill or anything. Now it does. So if we're in kill percent for their up smash, Which means we've got Rage, by the way. If they throw out the up smash and we shield it, then we get a free ether. They take 20 plus damage and they could well die sub 100. So, honestly, that alone is huge. And the fact that we've now got a grounded button that like in terms of down tilt, it's huge. Also, every Fox in the world is mad predictable with their landings. So dash attack's great. Lucas. I had Lucas in even, yeah. But the more I've played his character, the more I just think he's not good, bro. Like, this matchup was AIDS as hell for us in Smash 4, but that's because Lucas was good then. Now, like, he really can't do anything to us that's scary. Like, the only thing he's got, pardon me, the only thing he's got is the ability to recover for free and to, like, zone, but I really don't care about getting hit by PK Fire. It does not matter. So, I'm going to put Lucas there for now. I'll come back to him later. Cloud. I don't know about Cloud, man, because I made this tier list before he got buffed as well. I think you have to be really careful versus Cloud as like. I'm going to stick it in even, but I do think it's one of those. I hate to use the term, but I think it's like a hard even. Because I think you have to put in more work than the Cloud does. Because they've got some buttons that really screw you over. Like, he can up B down tilt, like guaranteed. If he shields it, so that button doesn't really help. The Nair Upper doesn't really, getting harder didn't really help. Ether helped because you can catch him coming down on you. Dash attack helped, and Forda didn't really do much. So it's kind of Link, I mean, nothing's really changed with the Link matchup, dude. Like, honestly, nothing's changed with Link. Matchup's the exact same. For real. Nothing's changed. Luigi. So I've got Luigi in even, yeah. But I think I think you can't attach a matchup to this fucking character, bro. This character's retarded. Straight dumb as hell. Like, legit. How the hell do you do a matchup for Luigi? That character does not play Smash. That character mashes the grab button and then enters a game of Guitar Hero where it's trying to get all the inputs correct. Oh, time for your guitar solo. Down throw, down in there, down it, up B. Yeah, 100% guitar combo. So Luigi, I'm not gonna do yet, because where the fuck do you put Luigi in a matchup chart? Character's stupid. Gunner. So it's known a big rate Gunner. And I think the Nair nerfs actually really hurt that matchup. Like, actually really hurt. Because one of the... Yeah, Bangers, you're right. I put Luigi in, this ain't the character. So with Gunner, Nair was basically... We actually had to spam Nair in that matchup. Like, we didn't have a choice. It was just so vital. So, I'm actually going to put Gunner in -1. I think that's the only matchup in the whole list that got worse in the change, just because you actually had to spam that. But yeah, I mean, I could be biased because I happen to have just gotten double eliminated by Gunner on the weekend, so you can feel free to call me biased on that one, and if you do, I won't mind. Sword Fighter. I think we beat Sword Fighter now. I had him as even because they could zone us, but They don't want to be. They don't want to be fucking with us anymore, man. Because if they throw something in a bad position, they're in so much trouble. Like they're actually in so much trouble. And this is essentially how you get around Swordy. Are you gonna bait him into throwing a projectile in a bad position? Dash attack now, not fun at all to get hit by. Like I know I'm gassing it up like a huge difference, but the damage, like no, not the damage, but it's the extra knockback makes it a reliable kill move now. It was really unreliable before, so I really rate it. Yeah, Snake. We still got even with Snake. It is important to know that if the Snake player doesn't know how to fight Ike, they get absolutely fucked. Like, no question, they get utterly destroyed. Like, have you ever like lived your whole life fighting snakes that know how to deal with Ike, and then you fight one that doesn't? It's so free because or if they're like a Snake player that just plays Snake on their own, yeah. Like they don't really fight their opponent; they just do Snake things, and you know how to fight them. It's honestly the most cathartic thing on the planet because they're just throwing grenades and stuff at you, and they don't know why it's not working. But you know why it's not working, and you see the gap. You hit them for it. Again, dash attack is huge in that matchup now. That's about the only thing that's really huge in that matchup. That you know, out of the buffs, in my opinion. Kubel, most rule sets, they have a rule in place where if you ask the Mii player, the Mii player has to tell you what moves they're using before the set starts. That's you, because that comes on the character select screen. So yeah, make sure to use that when you can. Who's next? Pac-Man. I don't know with Pac-Man. I'll put it in evenish, like on this tier list. I'll put it in evenish, kind of whatever. But cheers, Raven. I don't know where I stand on Pac-Man. I'm gonna leave Pac-Man for now. I don't know where I stand. Shulk, I think's even. So I fought this matchup on the weekend versus a good Shulk, and I completely forgot that they could shield Mario out of ether, which sucks on paper, but I don't mind it because they can't punish you for it. They still get knocked to throw away to punish you. Like even at like super low percents. But it is now like really useful as a parry because every Shulk is going to be doing landing aerial. So it's what I said about Lucina right at the start. Yeah, you're also burning the shield mana, which, as Raven said, you know, is resource management. It's literally when I fight Shulk, when I grab, it's literally like I'm grabbing you just so you use shield Monado to try and escape whatever future mix-up. I'm not gonna try. I know you're gonna shield art. I just want to get rid of shield art so I can then actually try and kill you next time. Because that is a big part of the match, was making them burn shield art in a bad position. But yeah, oh yeah, in that set, by the way, I hit the Shulk with a Nair at 50% while he was in Smash mode. Sorry, while he was in Smash mode, and he died, which is great. One thing I did notice, and I don't know if you can confirm this for me, Raven, because I know you're good with this sort of thing, but I don't think Shulks can cheat Monado. I don't know what the actual term is, but they don't know how to cheat Monado out of Nair up air now. Because it's just, I swear it's a faster window now. We don't have to instant double jump to get it. Like with the back hit Nair. So back hit Nair up air. Because like the Shulk kept trying to shield art out. But the shield art was coming out like literally frames after the up air hit. So I don't know if that's just him being bad or if that's an actual thing. But yeah. That was cool. But I swear that's new because he always used to be able to do it. So I'll take it as a W. Anyway, yeah. Even matchup, but it's a super deep matchup. Right, Rob. Again, I don't really know where I stand with Rob, but he's. I maybe would have put him in -1 before, but I think if I would have done that, he would be even now. I think dash attack and up B are really good versus Rob because they're just tools that are really good at dealing with him landing. Like you know, if you're trying to land, like if he's on top of you and he's trying to do his nair stuff, then you just ether. It's like cool, you know, take this damage. Again, Rob sucks at landing. That's like his only real weakness, honestly, is that he sucks at landing. We're able to try and swat them when they're floating around off stage. Yeah, Rob gets punished for mashing as well, like super hard. And bad Robs will mash really hard. Really, really hard. I swear I just had this song on earlier. Let me just change this. But yeah, overall, I think we did a lot better versus Rob. Like, honestly, I think we'd like wanna, because Rob's obviously like at the very least a high tier, potential top tier. Nice little humble brag there, Raven. Yeah. Oh, do you want to see that time I double 3-stock Gabriel? I will go watch that though. That sounds like a great watch. I do love seeing a Rob get slapped. The only Rob I play these days is Lucretia, who's like more known for his ridiculous labbing. But yeah, even though I've only had like 2 sets with him. But yeah, you've only fought one Rob in your whole life, Jiu-Jitsu. Bruh, I'm so jealous. That character's toxic. I had Simon next. I do think we struggle with Belmonts. I really do. But that's counteracted by the fact that they just kind of suck. And I do think there's a little bit of matchup and experience in there for me. So I think they're either even or +1. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I'm going to put it even. The thing is, like, I feel like Simon and Belmont, yeah? Sorry, Simon and Richter. Simon and Richter are some of those characters that, if you don't know how to fight, and they're like Snake. If you don't know what the character does, if you don't know what the character does, then they just kind of run you over. But once you know where the faults actually are in that character, if you struggle with him, what's the name of the dude who does the hitbox video? Is it Rexius or something like that? Oh, that's gonna throw me. Because there's a dude who does the hitbox visualization videos where he explains all the hitboxes. I think his tag is Rexius. But he does these really good videos, and he did one on the Belmonts and how there's like all these little issues with him because he is a Belmont main himself. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, but yeah, I watched that and learned so much about how to deal with Belmonts. I was like, oh wow, this is actually way easier than I expected. But I do think we still struggle to get in. Like F-tilt is so hard for us to deal with. Toon right, yeah. I think Toon is another one that if you don't know how to fight the character, it can be hard. But their grab sucks, frankly. If you don't give them what they're after, then they really struggle to get things going. As long as you don't float around above them like a numpty, you're fine. IMO. Villager. I had Villager and even. But So I found this really cool anti-villager tech where I could get combos off of a clanked Ether 1. So what I'd do is they'd throw the Lloyd Rocket, and I'd Ether the Lloyd Rocket and clank with it, but my hitbox would still be there. So if the villager was trying to do the thing where they'd run in behind the Lloyd rocket, yeah. There's a great clip of it somewhere because there's a villager in my region who's really good. He would run in behind the Lloyd and I'd ether it, clank with the Lloyd, but still hit him with the first hit of ether. Then I'd combo off it with an up air. But we can't do that anymore because ether's now transcendent, which is great. I'm all about that. That's a buff overall. But in that particular interaction, it sucks that it's gone. It's like the only time that was useful. Like legit, the only time I could use that was versus villager. Hey, Solo. I do think the villager buffs helped them, but nah, I think we've still got it, man. I think we're winning that matchup. Oh, if you wanna, whatever, it doesn't matter. You like how every character in +1 at the moment is just the most plain white bread character ever. Yoshi. Yoshi's so difficult. Yeah, I get you, Solo. I mean, I wouldn't be like, if you were to say to stick him down to -1, I wouldn't be mad. I think the only one that's definitely like I would not budge on it is Paladin. Even then, before pre-patch, I had her as -3 because she's just that bad. But now we have a ground game. It's like so much better. Who was it? Yoshi. Yoshi is where I was at. I don't know where to put Yoshi, man. Like I really don't. Yeah, the fact that down tilt was super useful versus Paladin. I'm gonna leave Yoshi for now. I don't know. I'll come back to her in a minute. Maybe I've just not played in a good enough Jericho Raven, because whenever I play the matchup, it like when sorry, I lost my train of thought. That was a good ass bit of pizza. I might have just not played a good enough Joker. I've played some decent Jokers, but I've never sat there and gone, yeah, that matchup was really bad. I just felt like I got outplayed. You know, it's one of them. When I lost, anyway. No, Solo. Like overrating every opponent's character is my job. Anyway, where was I next? Greninja. So for some stupid reason, I had Greninja in even. I think we lose that matchup. Like even now, it's better than it used to be. But I think we lose to Greninja. I completely skipped that character. Like, I suppose when I made this was like halfway through the year. Like for like the first year. So oh yeah, I think it's more than doable. I honestly like even though I've got these as -2 and -1, I think Ike is solo viable. Yeah. I don't think there's really anything wrong with a -2. I think it's only -3 or worse where it's like you have to really consider a secondary. That's me though. I'm like a mid-level player in it. Yeah, Greninja Shield like struggles with us, so. But at the same time, they're with punishing. Oh, follow. Hey, chat, how you doing? Cheers for the follow. He's turned into me just chatting with the Ike guys in the chat room, aren't I? Another follow. Solo, yeah. So for those who don't know, that's me in the back making that stupid face in that gif. Right, so now onto the matchups that I thought we won. So DK, yeah, we definitely win that. Like we definitely still beat DK. That might even be a +2. Like, I can't see DK dealing with us well. I'm going to leave it in +1, just because, again, they kind of slap us in disadvantage. But I'll leave it there for now. Falcon. See, the only reason DK is frustrating, because you feel like your opponent always has 0 IQ. You always feel like they're the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. Because I mean, when I've had a bad day, I go on quick play, pick DK, and mash like an absolute dumbass, and it always works. But yeah, so I had Falcon winning, but this was back before like I really fought a decent one. I don't know where to put that character because he's been buffed as well. I think it really hurts that we can't punish side B on shield. Like I really think that hurts. I also think this is gonna sound stupid, but I think Falcon is like way harder to fight online than offline, for us anyway. But I do think that even now, I think Falcons have this thing where they've got very specific kill setups, and they'll be fishing for them super hard. If you don't fall for it, if you just go, okay, well they're going for this landing there one into knee or whatever. If you don't fall for the baits and just, sometimes you might take the grab that you don't want, but as long as you outlive those percentage where they can do that shit, I think the matchup's all right. But it can be tough because they can just run you over. I'm gonna put an even, I think. Yeah, I think if they had more reliable ways of like securing the kills, it would suck for us. But oh yeah, no, the new Raptor boost is like really strong, and the fact it's -12 means that we're just sat here like shit. What do we do? So we just kind of have to hold that. Yeah, Doc, Doc. Oh baby, oh getting that +2. Oh man. Doc's not good. Like, at all. Ganon, again, another character we slap. I'm like... The only reason... that's a good shout, Raven, actually. Because that would be fast enough frame data-wise. Because it'd be frame 11 out of shield, wouldn't it? It might be possible. That's something to lab, I think. That's something to take a look at. But even then, that's like niche knowledge in it. It's important to have, but it's not gonna make the matchup winning in it. Yeah, I have no idea why I didn't have Ganon in +2. Incineroar, I don't know where. See, I think all of the heavies got way easier for us to fight now. Hey, let me get to Bayo first, yeah? Yeah, so I think all of the heavies got easier for us. I think DK is still like a +1 because he's just frustrating as hell to fight. But I think Ganon and Incineroar are both now plus. Incineroar, I don't know. Incineroar got buffs too, man. Like, you don't want to swing recklessly versus Incineroar. Because his stuff is a lot scarier. I don't know. I think Ganon's really difficult. Like, he'll blow you up. Yeah, I think Instant stays +1 because his changes are meaningful to it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Isabelle, I think we slap Isabelle, bro. Like the dash attack buffs mean so much here because if she uses fishing rod in a bad spot and you're able to shield it, it's a guaranteed dash attack. So I'll stick Isabelle on +2. I just think she just struggles to get things going. If you don't jump like a dumbass in neutral and don't just jump straight into her forward air and stuff, I think you're fine. I think I'm done with my pizza for now, so let me just fold this back up. It's gotten cold now, so I don't really want to eat anymore. Cold pizza is not the way. Oh yeah, no, Eruption's so good versus Insane. Ness, yeah, I think we beat Ness. Like, Ness has the potential to be really crazy. If the Ness is, like, got all the techie stuff down, you could argue it is, like, even. But I do think we beat Ness, honestly. It's like, I always thought it was like a winning matchup even in Smash 4 when we kind of sucked really badly. But yeah. Where was I next? Meta Knight. Yeah, Meta Knight just can't get in, man. Like that character's had a fall from grace, bro. I just realised this is the Alpharad music, isn't it? I've only just noticed. That's a long track, I'm going to skip that. Yeah, we still beat Meta Knight. We definitely still beat Kirby. Yeah, so I suppose with Meta Knight, it's hard to tell. Like, I could easily put it in +2. But, like, I've always... it's hard for me to tell. Because I know I have a bias against Meta Knight, because I didn't even have troubles with that character in Smash 4. Like, I thought we could potentially have beaten him in Smash 4 as well. Yeah, I'm the same as Raven, actually. I'm not huge on using Eruption for Bayo in particular, because of the amount of mix-ups they have. And, like, you say, like, Bloom, you say you have to get... You know what? I'll do Bayo now. I'll do Bayo now. I'll get back to the others later. We have to guess when you're going to recover. In the same way you say you've got to guess when I'm going to do it. But like you suppose on paper the risk reward is skewed in our favor, but the actual reward segment is way smaller than where we get fucked up for, if you know. So the risk reward is probably less good against Bear than it is against most characters. Because we can't react to you recovering aggressively as well. Like if you suddenly decide to come at us with like an afterburner kick, we can't react an eruption in time. You just hit us, so it's tough. I can't react because my reaction times are about half a second. Let's go Dyspraxia. So I'll do better now because Bloom won't shut up. I'll do it if I don't. Yeah. It is tough to do versus Bayo. Like there are a lot of characters I would probably do it against that, but Bayo isn't one of them. I'm gonna say even, but I wouldn't really flinch if someone decided to say we beat her. But I think her buffs are like really big this patch. They're probably even bigger than ours. She got a lot of health this patch. It's like a weird, because I think it is, and this was my hot take, because I'm like, everyone knows I'm pessimistic, but like with random characters I'm weirdly optimistic. I thought we went even with Bayo in Smash 4. I worked like no cap, on God no cap. I thought we went even versus her in Smash 4 because I just didn't. I never had an issue with the character. The way the character worked made perfect sense in my head. Like so, I didn't like for example, we had like Griffith, who was like a PR French player. I made him switch off Bayo. He switched off Bayo to like to switch off to Lucario, because I beat his Bayo in losers side top 8 of like a big tournament. I just had like the character just made sense. Amusingly, I find Bayo harder to fight in this game than I did in 4, which is so stupid. But the way the character functioned in 4, even though they were busted, like just made perfect sense to me. But yeah, so I'll put him in even for now. But I think it's hard to tell if she goes either way. She could go either way, honestly. But so we'll put it in even. She is watered down, but the way they play neutral is very different. they didn't really do the same thing. I'm just built different. Anyway, getting back to where I was at, Meta Knight, because I'm not sure. Like, I thought we either went even or beat Meta Knight back when he was really good in Smash 4, and we were worse. And I think our ability to whiff punish is better in this game for like things like Meta Knight. Because in 4 we kind of relied on shield grabbing a lot more. Oh, we definitely still beat Meta Knight. I'm just trying to figure out how much we beat Meta Knight. Because we used to have to rely on up throw and stuff for our like major confirms and things like above certain percents. But now we still use Nair or like even down air if you get like the hard read. So I think we can punish him way harder in this game, while he also doesn't get the same level of punishes that were like scary in the past. So I haven't really got space on the overlay to put a plus 1.5, but I think Meta Knight is right on the border. I'll leave him there for now and I'll come back to him later. Kirby, I don't know where I stand with Kirby. We definitely beat Kirby, like definitely. But he really do shit on us once he gets in though. And I've always been a massive optimist for Kirby. But the thing is, like, everyone always puts this character in like bottom 5 and shit, and I'm just there like, nah, man, this character's got stuff. But I'm biased because I really love Kirby. I find him super fun. And honestly, if Ike hadn't gotten anything in this game, in this patch, because Kirby got buffs as well, like important buffs. Dash attack became a way better tool. I would be maining Kirby again. That Kirby main probably sucks, bro. The combos didn't change. The only thing that changed is during the default 0% grab B&B, which is up forward throw, forward air, dash grab, forward throw, down air. You had to, the tumble percent is earlier, so you can't do that on lighter characters. But that's it. That doesn't really matter. Also, Kirby already had 6 different kill confirms before this patch. But the fact that you've now got a guaranteed confirm off down air with down air down smash is like major, like really major. Because that's like a new avenue that he didn't have before. And dash attack killing as well. Like dash attack being stronger is like super important. Back air being stronger just means his kill windows got bigger. Basically, he just became even more deadly. So, but we do definitely shit on Kirby though. That's the thing. But he shits on us once he actually gets in. But he's got to get in. You know what? I'm gonna cast my pessimistic side. I'm gonna put both Meta Knight and Kirby in +2. Because I don't think I can really put one there without putting the other there based on the same. Because it's based on the same logic. Rosa. I don't know where I stand with Rosa. I really don't know where I stand with Rosa. Because she was in Smash 4, like, casting aside my bias and like weird optimism in certain matchups, Rosa was the only high/top tier character we didn't lose to in Smash 4. IMO. Because I thought that matchup loads in Smash 4, and I was just certain that was the only match I was like, yeah, this is a good character that we compete really well. Like it was definitely our like only top/high tier winning matchup, even matchup. Everything else we lost. But I mean, I said Bayo and Fox and stuff, but I was biased on those characters, and I know it. This was the only undisputed one. Hey again, so I'm just doing a matchup chart. But Rosa now is so different. The character is so different in this game. So I had it initially as like Ike winning, but I've played it versus like actually good Rosa players. Hi, if Bloom is still in the chat, you can now raise your hand. And it's a completely different beast, and I have no idea how to fight that shit. I do think the changes we got help a lot, Ether's big. Ether just cuts straight through the neutral. Dash attack for their landings is still blessed, and I think the forward air helps as well. And we never really didn't see much use in that matchup because of how well she just slaughtered us for it and stuffed us. So yeah, I'm actually gonna still put her in winning for us, even though the last time I fought a Rosa I got bodied. I do think that if you're able to control the speed of neutral, which you're able to do better now, then yeah. Who do I got next? Brawler. I have Brawler as winning. Yeah, I think we still beat Brawler, dude. Oh, no, the fact that we kill Luma for free is super helpful. But yeah, Brawler, I still say we win. Because they're just B-Tech Mario. I suppose B-Tech's a phrase lost on half of you people, but B-Tech is like what B-Tech. So a B-Tech is a qualification in college in England, which is like it's like the equivalent of community college, but worse. So Brawler is community college Mario. Yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. I need a drink. I've been talking too much. You say that solo, but Mii's are actually really common in the UK. We have like verified the best Mii gunner in the world in the UK. A guy called Dion, who's like super sick at the character. We've got. I mean, I play sword fighter loads, and I've fought poke cheese as well. Yeah, because Dion's got a win on. He beat Mr. R3-0, dude, which is just fucking crazy. But yeah, he's like he's like stupid good for no reason. But yeah, then you've got Sword Fight, which I play a lot, and I fought poke cheese as well, and I thought that was easy enough. And then, but Brawler, I've not played as much Brawler. I fought Towdy, who did beat me, but oh no, there's no argument. Mii Gunner is the best of the three Miis. Gunner is like, I mean, in my tier list, I put Gunner in like upper mid tier. Yeah, Gunner Grenade is Gunner Grenade. It depends on the spacing, but he's a guaranteed grab if you shield it. So it's like a projectile command grab, which is just crazy. But yeah, anyway, we're not talking about Gunner, we're talking about Brawler. And I do think we beat Brawler because they're just shit Mario. They can't get in too well. Sheik, I had Sheik in winning. But this is again when everyone would like putting Sheik in like low tier and shit. Yeah, honestly, Brawler does get beat pretty bad. But I don't think Brawler gets beat much harder than some of these other characters. Because I fought some good Brawlers there. Like usually you fight usually there are not many people who play that character properly. But we got some good ones in the UK. Like Jaman's really good, Towdy's really good. I suppose you could say it's a plus 1.5, but I wouldn't put it that far because that's what I've got Kirby and Meta Knight as essentially. Where was I? Sheik. Yeah, I was on Sheik. I think Sheik is like Sheik's a struggle, man, because that character can really slap us in neutral, and that was like one of our worst matchups in Smash 4. It's a good song, man. Yeah, I put this one on the playlist because this is like a community playlist. I don't know where to put Sheik, man. That character depends entirely on how often you're able to cheese the fuck out of them. So I've said it. If you're able, it's like, because they will dominate neutral for like a straight minute, and then you catch them, and then it's just we won. But I do think that that character is gradually getting optimized, so I think eventually it's I think there's a good chance over time it becomes a bad matchup for us. But I think putting it in even is like a safe bet for now. Because even though we outrange her, I don't know actually. You know, thinking about it, like we do really well, and I think because Ether and dash attack scale stupid well with Rage. Like that, like Rage dash attack is just the stupidest fucking thing, and I love it. But yeah, I agree with you there, Solo. I'm trying to work off like high level though. But yeah, she's definitely got way further to go in the meta, so I'm gonna leave her in even. But unless the Sheikahs properly like excelled their meta game to the peak and they have all the combos done, then it would be a +1. Yeah, Ether's basically a slow DP now. It's great. Well, it is a DP anyway. It's an armored DP. Next character, Plant. Again, Plant's another character I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that one later. Pit. Right, Pit next. What, the armored DP or the Pit matchup? See, I've got Pit in winning, and I think we probably still win. Oh, the Ether, yeah. It is like, you know, I don't know if you play Street Fighter, but you know Hugo's EX Lariat? Where he's armored until he swings? That is literally Ether. It's literally armored Hugo Lariat. Like, yeah. Fucking love it. Who's what kid? Hey Amir, how you doing? Pit, right, yeah, let's get on to Pit. So Pit, I'm going to find it hard to judge Pit these days because I've not played a good Pit yet. We have a good Pit in region, but I've not fought him yet. It's hard to tell, man. Like, Pit got improved probably the most out of anyone. Probably. Like, his changes were super meaningful. Oh, the emote. That's not like this kid now. I don't know where to put. I'm still gonna put Pit in winning. I think. I just think. Klaus is really good. Klaus is a really good Pit. Like he's been a dedicated Pit player for time. But new Pit changes are really big. And he's super good at the confirms, so I don't know though. I'm not sure about Pit. You know, Klaus is East England, so same as us. He's on our PR, bro. Below me, obviously. Yeah, man, Pit. Fuck, I don't know. I'm still gonna put it +1. Oh, there was nothing humble about that brag. Don't worry. Yes, yeah, I think. Oh, has he? Good. I'm glad Reese is back. Yeah, Pit's like. The thing is, Pit could be even. Like that's a tough one to tell, but I'm gonna leave it in +1 for now, just because I think we still do really well versus the characters kit. I've already touched on Bayo. Then we've got the ones that I put in big winning, which is, I think Hero sucks. I'm gonna say it. I think the character's bad, and I'm waiting for Bloom to come running out of nowhere and be like, Hero's actually a high mid, and I wouldn't fault him for it. But I do think Hero is a bad character. Like, they're really gimmicky, and I think, I don't know if it's a +2. They got enough going on to give us some trouble. But we definitely win. We definitely win. I'll put it in +1. Oh, go in the end, man. Yeah. Like, I still think the character's not good. I just realised that my hottest take hasn't come out yet. I've just realised. Because this matchup chart was before a certain character got released. Ice Climbers, we shit on Ice Climbers so badly. If I had space to make a +3, I'd probably put them there. Ice Climbers can't do anything versus us. But outside of like the projectiles, Heroes neutral is actually just B-Tech Ike neutral. It's all of their normals, especially now that our down tilt got buffed. All of their normals are just worse versions of ours, so we kind of dominate neutral, and then they zap or something. Puff again, we beat Puff pretty handily. They just can't get past the sword. What can they do? Ooh, King K. Rool. King K. Rool. I had him as +2. And I did say I think almost all of the heavies got easier. But I don't know about K. Rool. I think I might have been wrong in my initial estimation. He was definitely a character that really struggled to deal with Nair. K. Rool's definitely a winning matchup. I know that much. He's definitely winning. But is he with +1 or +2? It's hard to tell. Don't know where to stick him, man. I'll go with +1, but I'm biased because my best friend plays K. Rool, like, and he is a good K. Rool. Like, he made K. Rool Shulk not look like dog shit, and that matchup is dog shit. And I also play a lot of K. Rool myself because the character's fucking hilarious. No, I went past Luigi because I just can't. I have no idea where to actually stick that character. But like K. Rool struggled with Nair, and I don't think the Nair changes are hurt that much. But he's also gotten some really nice buffs. The dash attack buff is really good for K. Rool. Little Mac, we body Little Mac. That character's useless. That character does not work. Hot garbage. Hot garbage. Zelda. Zelda's bad as well, man. I don't understand what that character's got. Zelda's so bad. Like, I have Zelda in my bottom 3. I know that that's potentially a hot take, but I think the bottom 3 is like Ganon, Zelda, Mac. I don't get how anyone could remove Zelda from the bottom 10 at least. Like, because yeah, she's got decent ledge traps, and like I respect that. But at the same time, for all that her kit has, most of the actual good characters have better ledge trapping with a single normal. Like for real, standing at edge and threatening a down tilt with Ike is probably better ledge trapping than Zelda's. Yeah. Exactly, Raven. Like, she has to do something to get shit started. But she's meant to be a zoner? She's a zoner who isn't actually capable of zoning. Which is just defeats the object. Anyway, so we're now going to get onto the characters which I had either insufficient data or what we're not sure on. So, Banjo. I think Banjo's even. Like, I think I could pretty safely put Banjo even. They're nothing major for us. Wonder Wing can be a little scary. But there's nothing that really sticks out that makes you say this matchup is bad or good. Again, sorry, are you still on the Ridley, or are you just big into the Ike matchups? Or are you main an Ike now? Junior. Right, Bowser Jr. is fucking weird. Oh, Shulk's even because we just kind of swing at each other. Yeah. Yeah, you're right there, Raven, actually. We've got way better ways of punishing Wonder Wing now. But, yeah. Well, I'll show you what I have as my matchup for Ridley. Oh, actually, let me just, yeah. So you can't really see it, but what it says in that tier with Ridley in it, it says, I just happen to be really shit versus this character for some unknown reason, and that is absolute fact. I have no idea. I just randomly get shot on by Ridley, and I don't know why. That character just bodies me, and I'm like, okay, this is my problem character. No, dude, the last set was like really close. Like, you really had me. You nearly beat me. It was last hit. But yeah, anyway, Junior, back on Junior. You know what? While we've got two Ridleys in chat, we'll go there. Ridley is, I'm not sure. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm biased as hell because I just randomly die. I think even is probably the safe bet. Like, they don't clearly slap us, and we don't clearly slap them. Yeah. I'll touch on Little Mac in a second. I think I'm gonna slap Ridley in neutral. It's just the safe bet, dude. Like, trying to put him anywhere else would be sort of a gamble, I guess. It's like the new, like, the thing is, Ridley's ability to stop you from jumping is really strong, and our changes to down tilt don't make a huge difference because Ridley's down and forward tilt just outranges so badly. So it's super tough. It's super tough. Thank you very much, Erling. I'm glad I impressed. But yeah, I think Ridley is just. I think it's too tough to move Ridley out of even. I think. But the me versus Ridley matchup is a losing matchup for me, definitely. Right. Touch on Little Mac earlier. Basically, the character sucks. His neutral isn't terrible. Like, he's got ways of pushing through, but I feel like the three characters that are worst in game, Zelda, Ganon, and Mac. I think those are the only three characters that every character in the game can do. This is my game plan versus this character. If I do this, I win. You can do that versus those three characters. Mac more so because you can just board the platforms. And Mac, he can't recover versus us because we can just kind of, like, as soon as he tries to go to the ledge or anything, we can either counter or down air him or anything. And the new ether angle is so dirty against him. Like, Mac it's just a struggle all round versus, like, Corrin. So Corrin got buffs, and they are meaningful, but I don't think they're meaningful enough. Like, I think she can do things, but I don't think she's really, like, got anything to write home from. at home, but you know, I think like we still control how the neutral plays in that matchup. And not to mention, the pin buffs don't matter a great deal. Yeah, this is someone else. This is like a community playlist, so people put Final Fantasy VI music on. I'm not really about it, but it's good background music. I've never played Final Fantasy in my life. Yeah, Corin, I think we still win that match. I think we win that matchup. You know, the pin got buffed, and that's great for them. But our dash attack got buffed, and that punishes pin really nicely. Really nicely. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. And if they don't cross us up, then Ether also is a very nice punish now. I would go play Final Fantasy VII, Jack, but I don't care about JRPGs. They're not my style at all. But yeah, Corrin definitely is at least a +1 for us. Ryu, I've already put Ryu in. I think we lose to Ryu same as we do Ken. I think Ken and Ryu are probably like up here. They're concertedly worse. No, that's the wrong one. I went to grab Joker. I think from Joker upwards could be considered like +1.5. Actually, no. Joker upwards could be considered -1.5. DDD. I'm getting to the newcomers, don't you worry. I'll get there eventually. I'm just getting through the end of my list. I've got a specific list to go through, and I'm right at the end. DDD, I think we beat DDD. He got so much easier to fight against with all the buffs. Like, because you know how they like to float around right above you? Pele used to do that shit to me all the goddamn time. But the thing is, Pele is a way better player than me. Like, he's way better than me. But even then, I could still be really competitive with his DDD. Ether versus DDD is so huge. Like, it's definitely a +1. At least a +1. It could be a +2. The buffs help so much. And I don't think the buffs DDD got do a great deal. So it's like, yeah. I'm going to go with the same logic. Wow, I've really put all three of the Kirby characters in +1.5, huh? But yeah. But yeah, if they ever try and... Ether is actually going to be so busted versus DDD. It's like, it's not even funny now I think about it. Because that was... You know it's good against that particular character when Ether's in Brawl, Ether's primary... And, well, I say primary, only on-stage use was versus DDD in particular. That was the only character you used it against. Because he just couldn't get down past it. He couldn't get past it. I mean, he might. Probably not. Pele would probably put it as a +1 for 8. But this isn't Pele's list. It's my list, isn't it? So he can get stuffed. It wasn't out of shield in Brawl, Adam. It was just as like it was just to catch them being above you. And you had to use everything you couldn't at match because it was actually really bad because they could just chain grab you for days. Anyway, Lucario, we beat Lucario. We beat Lucario definitely. Like especially now we've got way more reliable ways of killing, like multiple reliable ways of killing. How's he going to build up enough aura to really do damage? Like, you know, he'll get in and he'll do his combos, but we don't really care. Because they do so little damage. Like we probably beat Lucario, even when Lucario was a good character in Smash 4. Like, you could definitely have said that Lucario was lost to Ike in Smash 4. I know it's a different game, but... Probably... I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to go with +1. +12, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lucario on +1 because in my opinion, well, I think the character's bad, but I think there's a lot of untapped potential in Lucario. I think there's opportunities for more with that character that we haven't seen. So we'll find out. Right, Game & Watch. We beat Game & Watch. We definitely beat Game & Watch +1. Like no argument. We win that matchup. That's our most notable winning matchup for free. Yeah, I don't have Game & Watch's top tier myself. I have them as a high tier. I think. I can't actually remember the tiers they made a couple of weeks back. But I think it's like Game & Watch and Rob are the two characters I have as like they're either top of high tier or bottom of low. Sorry, either top of high tier or bottom of top tier. But we definitely win that matchup, and I think +1 is pretty solid way of pretty solid, you know. He thinks it's Game Watch's worst matchup, really, because the Game Watch here, a guy called Ruben, who's pretty good as well. He got in real good lately. He thinks it's Shulk, which I can definitely see. Like, I can absolutely see that as well. But Ike is definitely one of their worst matchups, because Game Watch must only have a maximum of, what, 5 losing matchups? So for us to be one of them is really good. Either way, I'm leaving it in +1. Because I said on my other list, I don't think there's any characters above mid-tier. Well, I don't think there's any characters in like that top 20 or so that have anything worse than a +1, worse than a -1. Fuck, I've talked loads. Mewtwo. Mewtwo's so weird. I don't know where to stand with Mewtwo at all, bro. I need another drink. I keep drinking my water. I'll think about Mewtwo. Give me your thoughts on Mewtwo. Mewtwo after the Pop Balloon City. What do you mean by that? See, the thing is, for me, Mewtwo belongs in my Ridley tier if I just randomly suck versus this character. My camera's too low. I need to. My chair keeps lowering itself. It's really annoying. Oh, right. Yeah, no, they do die stupid early. But I feel like the Nair buff, or the Nair nerf for us, like, hurts a lot more versus the lightweights because it made the window small to a point that it's difficult to land it. It didn't really do that versus the heavy so much. But the window is a lot smaller versus the lighter characters, even though Mewtwo's fucking huge. And I always found the characters super toxic to fight against. But at the same time, we can probably just ether any of the Shadow Ball mix-ups they're going to try and do on us. Yeah, I don't know where to put Mewtwo. I still don't know. I'll skip over him and come back in a sec. He's just so wonky. Sonic. Sonic's hard to tell. We always historically did really well versus Mewtwo and sorry, not Mewtwo, versus Sonic in Smash 4, but we still lost. Like I'm very I hold my hand on my, sorry, that's the wrong term. I stand proud by my opinion from super early Smash 4 when we just got buffed, and everyone and their mum was saying that we beat Sonic, and I was like, no, we fucking don't. We lose to this character. We absolutely still lose to this character. And they'd be like, nah, you just don't know how to fight Sonic. Meanwhile, I had the top 6 in my country was 3 different Sonics, so there was a little bit of bias, but I was there. Like, I'd seen how the matchup played, and I was like, nah, we still lose this. But Sonic was broken in Smash 4, and we were really not, so it doesn't matter so much in this game. But eventually, everyone realized that I was right. Oh, no ego here. Sonic is in fact the butthead. I'm gonna say even, because I feel like the character's got a lot going for it. But I don't think it's enough to like make it tough for us. I also think the fact that I feel like what was really good for us in Smash 4, I know this is not the same game, but it's where a lot of my Sonic knowledge comes from, was Jab was really good at fighting Sonic, and it's just, Jab sucks now. So I felt like that hurts, but everywhere else is a bit better. So, yeah. Like, I miss Jab, man, but I know we're never getting it back because they've changed it for everyone. So I've accepted that. I'd say we probably got helped by the patch, because we can chase landings, because Sonic's always trying to land way away from us. We can chase landings a lot better with dash attack now, or at least it means more. Robin. I don't know where I stand with Robin. Again, these are all characters I wasn't sure on. Now, Sonic's like midweight. Like, you think he's only just a couple of units lighter than Mario or something? I know Robin has bullshit. This is the thing. I've fought enough Robins to know what the matchup is like. But it's weird. I thought we won the matchup in Smash 4. And I was not popular with that one as well. But like, 11 aerials, and basically every 11 move is so busted. Like, you know, the projectile game is good. You still fall out of Arc Finder for no reason. Or Arc Fire for no reason. How long is this goddamn song? Is it nearly over? It is nearly over. Okay. See, we're truly at that point where I don't know what I don't really know where I'm looking. It's about this time where I'm looking for Raven's opinion. Robin, I don't know. Robin is either even or +1. It's one of the two. I don't think we lose. We definitely don't lose. But it is still it's still tough. So I think even is the way to go, man. It was either even or +1, but I feel like Robin is a character that's still slept on somewhat, you know. No, we don't use male Robin, we use female Robin. I just realised my overlay is going to cut off one character, which is really annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap Alf here, just so he's tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take the overlay and we're going to shuffle it that way, so Alf is off screen, because fuck Alf, he's an ugly motherfucker. Right, right, Wii Fit. Oh, you know, literally Babel appeared as I was about to talk about Wii Fit, you know. This is so weird. This feels so wonky to say, but I think we might lose that matchup, you know. Like, that's another one that's like either even or -1. But again, she's another character I just kind of lose to. Yeah, it's, you put it winning fight. I mean, I don't know. I've only played the matchup on Wi-Fi. I've never played it offline, so it's kind of hard to tell because I feel like the matchup is probably harder online. Like as Babel said, like Wii Fit struggles with swords, but I think Wii Fit's because I played Wii Fit a little bit. Nearly beat Ramos with it once, but that was kind of a gimmicky pocket Wii Fit. I feel like the buffs Wii Fit got, especially to the Sun Salutation. I don't know why they buffed that, honestly, because that was really a really good move. But I feel like that helps her a lot. But I also feel like our buffs to dash attack and to forward air matter a lot, and I don't feel like the Nair change actually hurts too much because she was really never standing in that range. I've not played enough Wii Fit this patch to truly say. I'm gonna stick him in even. I realize this is gonna make my yeah, it's gonna make my thing askew, isn't it? That's a little bit annoying. You know what? This is actually fine. I can just shrink that. No, that's wrong. Allow me, I'm still learning streaming. There, and then I can get rid of Alf and put another even matchup in there, which I'll do in a sec. Who was my next character that I haven't done? I've nearly done everyone on the list. Yeah, Wario. Yeah, you'll see the actual hot take in a minute. Nearly there, honestly, I promise you. Wario, I feel like that's another even matchup, man, because like he really like. If Wii Fit struggles with swords, he really struggles with swords. I feel like the only matchup Wario probably loses, honestly, like probably like Lucina or some shit. But honestly, I don't know if people agree with me on that. But I feel like Wario is. You think Ike beats him? Really? Now that's a hot take. That is a hot take, my man. But I mean, I think Wario is like top 3. That character's results are unparalleled. Like not like if you looked at the data for results, Wario is so far ahead of every other character in the game. I can't put him any lower than top 3. And I think he loses a couple of matchups. But I feel like anywhere he would considerably lose. Well, why didn't you go 2-up on Tweak at Frostbite? Riddle me that, man. Nah, I think Wario is like solidly even. Because see, this is the thing. Like, if people didn't make mistakes, then yeah, we beat Wario. But Wario punishes mistakes too much. Game 2 was a 3-star lead, dude. No, don't do that. Don't say that. I'm pissed for you now, bro. I don't want to hear that. It's just right. I think I got through all of my characters, so now we're on to the DLC. I think. So who was the next DLC? Ah, yeah, Terry. Here's my hot take. I think we beat Terry. I think we beat Terry pretty solidly. That's my hot take. Oh, you think so as well? Yeah. Because he's actually like a B-Tech Shoto. The changes this patch help us a ton. Again, because we're able to ether out a shielding, and he doesn't have the focused attack tech that the Shotos have. So he's again, B-Tech isn't a thing you guys know. So, but you're gonna learn it. I want B-Tech to catch on as a phrase for budget in America. So he's a B-Tech Shoto. Like Go sucks, yeah, but he's got to live to 100 first. So the thing is, we used to have to get him above 100 before Nair up air would kill in the old days. I think we can kill him before 100 now. But yeah, we definitely beat Terry. Byleth. I think we beat Byleth. That character, like, I really like playing Byleth. I really do like playing Byleth. They're really fun, but they ain't good. I mean, it's a toss up between +1 and +2. I think they Ike's heavier out of the two. I think. I put Byleth in +1 because I think they're still good at the neutral versus us because they're forward air. And we're gonna struggle to sort of utilize our grounded tools versus them because their down tilt is nice and long. No, it's +1 to us. Byleth's okay. I don't know if I can put it in +2 because while Byleth sucks, I think their kit works against us. It doesn't like destroy us, but it works, you know. We at least have to respect their kit, but we definitely win it. Min. So I have actually played a lot of Min lately. Oh, he swapped to trainer. Oh, that's because he knew he cheesed you, man. I think you got it before I played trainer. I've got him in even, but yeah. But no, Byleth is mad slow. I think trainer got better with the patch. I can tell you that much. That definitely got less bad. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like even is like about the right place for it. Min. So I've actually played a lot of Min because don't know if you know him, but Jay Miller he won like a beast years ago. He was a really good Luigi player, and then they destroyed Luigi in this game, so he doesn't really play much anymore. But he really likes Min. He was an ARMS player. In fact, if someone follows me that doesn't already follow me, you'll see a picture of Jay Miller come up alongside me. If someone wants to drop me a follow real quick. But I played a lot against him, and I don't know how to. Yeah, Min never dealt with old Nair. But I don't think that he matters too much because they're actually really heavy for some reason. She's fat, she's thick. But I think once we get in on her, she struggles so much. See, there we go. There's Jay Miller and me. That's from an ARMS video actually, where we played because we were like competitive ARMS players on launch. So we got pulled in by Nintendo to do a video for them where they bought Mr. Yabuki, who was the developer, brought him in to play with us, and there was a video online. It was really good actually, but yeah, they shot a bunch of cheesy shots like that, and that was one of them. It's just great. Anyway, yeah, Min. I think we win that. It's hard to tell because it's super early on. But I promised myself I'd put every character in it. She has to play really careful to keep us out. So I think we beat her because she's like Byleth in that she's got very set angles of attack. Ironically, she's kind of DLC Byleth, but yeah, I don't know. If we can jump an arm, then she's in so much trouble. She pretty much has to keep Ram on at all times, but then she can't kill us early with megawatts. So, and I think a lot of her things that people have found are all really fake. Like they don't strike me as being genuine, you know. Her down tilt's busted. I can tell you that much. That down tilt is not okay. But other than that, the rest of her kit's just kind of well, that down tilt combos into fucking everything for some reason. Anyway, let's get to the characters that I never finished. Yeah, her detail was actually really crazy good. Right, Olimar. I don't know where to put this character, bro. I really don't. Honest to God, no idea. Like, my heart wants to say we lose. But that's pre-patch Olimar talking, man. That's Brawl Olimar talking, man. I doubt we really, truly lose versus this character now. Yeah, I'm going to stick Olimar and even. Like, I feel like it's on the tougher side. Even on +1, you think we potentially win? That's another hot one, man. Like, a +1 is... Because I've got to either... Hey, listen. The Buzz also told me at Albion that one of my consoles was on the wrong patch because Olimar felt like he was still broken. So we're Kappa facing that, okay? Nah, I rate him. He knows what he's talking about, but he's got some wonky opinions. But no, I think Olimar still is like even because while we can just swing sword and give him a lot of trouble, I think even is about the way to go. Bowser Jr. I didn't touch on. Junior we either go even with or we beat. I'm a little bit worried about framing Junior a certain way because I'm a little bit biased because there's like really good like Bowser Juniors in Europe, and I feel like he gets slept on too much. Because like you see, like this that's an American thing. Every American says that. Every American says poor man Sonic. Because they see budget spin dash in Clown Car, and they think, oh yeah, B-Tech Sonic. They don't think B-Tech Sonic, but that's what we think they think. But the character's got a lot going for it. Like, I mean, I'm a little bit biased because, I mean, the biggest ever tournament in... do I say it? The biggest ever European tournament had a Bowser Jr. in top 8. But what I can now say... No, actually, you know what? We're keeping the stream PG. We're keeping it PG. We're not saying it. Junior's one that, like, if you don't know what you're doing, he'll slap you. But I do think you're right. It's either it's definitely like a +1 or even. Like, there's no chance we lose it, but I just don't know whether it's like even or not. It would be ideal if I could see like the win rate data now. I know my record versus the character is not great, but I also have very rarely played against it with Ike itself. By the way, this is an absolute fucking banger. Like, whenever this comes in my car, like, I have to be careful because I want to just suddenly start bombing it like 100+ miles an hour. Because it's an adrenaline song. Just ponder on this riff while I think about what I'm doing. It goes, man. It goes. Right. Anyway. Junior. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna stick Junior in... You know, like I said, I'm trying to shed my pessimism. I'm gonna stick Junior in +1. Like, the character's definitely good, but I feel like we can zone him out really well. As long as we have to play really conservative in mid-range. Because he's got disjoints too. Like, he doesn't have a sword, but he's got big disjoints. If we play a really conservative game, like in the mid-range, the character struggles a bit. But if I'm putting Meta Knight, Kirby, etc. down in +2, then I'll do the same for Junior, where I put it as a +0.5. But I know Kuba, we always play a conservative mid-range game, but I mean really conservative even for us. Next character. Peach. Yeah, Peach. I'm gonna put Peach in even, honestly. That matchup definitely got easier. Like, definitely got easier with the patch. Yeah, I've only got a couple more characters left. Yeah, I think Peach even is the way to go. Like, it's on the harder side of all the even characters. Like, it's probably up here with the, like, definite difficult ones. But it is in that dreaded tier of hard even, which is a phrase that I hate. Yeah. Yeah, no, when the Peach is on, when the Peach is like crystal clear on, it feels like a losing matchup. But I think overall it is a winning match. It's not a winning matchup, it's an even matchup. Because we can fight her neutral really well. We can stay out of range of her ridiculous shit. We always did it right against her anyway. Like, it was always, even pre-patch, it was always a -1 at worst. Even before Peach got nerfed, and even before we got buffed. And the buffs helped us so much. Like, can you imagine immediately ethering after they down air our shield? And it's like, oh, nice shield pressure you got there. Question on Icy's being +2. Yeah, Icy's can't deal with our sword. Like, they just straight up can't. They have no way of fighting there. And now they have no way of fighting for there either. Yeah, if you don't consider Game Watch top tier, then Peach is our best top tier matchup, probably. I don't know even. I mean, are there other top tiers we got in there? I don't know. I'd say Shulk's our best top tier matchup. Or actually, no, Snake. Snake's our best top tier matchup. I feel like we err on the side of beating the Snake rather than losing the Snake. You know, like if within the range of even, he's definitely closer to our winning side. I feel like we do really well versus Snake. But yeah, Nana just can't. Nana just doesn't deal with our character well at all. And even though they've got hammers, their range is so can't do anything. Like, the amount of times I've fought on Isis, I'm just like, yep, I'm just spamming, and it's just working. But yeah, I'd say if Game Watch isn't a top tier, then Snake's our best top tier matchup. Right, next character. Where are we at? I've only got a couple left. I've got Luigi, Mewtwo. I'm gonna drag them all to the bottom. I've got Luigi, Yoshi, Mewtwo, Pac-Man, Plant, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I've only got 5 characters. Luigi. See, Luigi's a bad character with some bullshit. That's all that character is, man. Yeah, no, I was always fine with Snake. Snake. I mean, I fought Brawl Snake. I'm a Brawl veteran. I know how to fight Snake by default. You come out of the womb knowing how to fight the Snake matchup. Historically, we've always beaten Luigi. We have historically always beaten Luigi, and I think it's not as bad for him these days. Because he kind of just like cheeses the shit out of you. Cheers for the follow, Jiu-Jitsu. Please get us to 1 more follow, so I've got 69 on the screen because I'm an adult like that. Oh, bro, don't talk to me about PM Snake, man. Do you know how often I had to fight Professor Pro and just get absolutely fucking embarrassed in that game? I used to think I was decent, and then I'd play him and just get slaughtered. I made top 8 at a major, and then played Professor Pro, and I was just like, well, guess I'm still a scrub. Right. Focusing, Luigi. +1. I'm going with +1. The buffs did help. Nair was really never that big of a deal. We definitely beat Luigi. But like, I was almost inclined to just stick him in even because it is just a fucking dice roll versus that character. Like I cannot stress how much I hate the way that character is built in this game. That's not a real character. That's an execution test. Anyway, I've already done this rant today. I'm not going to do it again. Yoshi. Yeah, you know what, Solo? You're absolutely correct. The DK zone. It's like +1, but we fucking hate playing the whole time. I think Yoshi's even. I've played versus... he's not that well known, but a guy called Kyleth. He came 33rd at Albion 4, which is really good. You put it as winning for us, I'm guessing, yeah. Like Yoshi doesn't like swords, but I feel like he's good enough at getting in on him to make our life hard. I feel like the buff has made that matchup easier for us. So it's like it's like in the same sort of spot as Snake, where it's leaning towards us. I'm gonna move some down here that I think like we're closer to winning than we are to losing. I think we're close to winning that one. 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 Yeah. I suppose Yoshi's like really good at keeping us in the disadvantage. You see, this is just the issue. The Yoshis I play against have got really good disadvantage, and for some reason the UK is crawling with this fucking dinosaur. Like, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But I wouldn't be like, yeah, I wouldn't be offended if someone said we beat Yoshi. But from my experience, I think it's around even. Where did my music go? I'm not listening to this again. Or this. I'm not listening to Mario music. That'll do. Nah, I mean Bowser's either even or +1 for us, honestly. We do really well versus Bowser Koopa. Mewtwo. I still don't know where to put these last two characters. I've got Mewtwo, Pac-Man, and Plant. Like, I think Pac-Man's probably even. But I don't know which side it leans on. So that's like a slap bang in the middle even. It's so close. Now, Raven, you want to see an optimist? Like, you should have seen Payne's matchup chart. Did you see that shit when we did that that community matchup chart? He said Ike had 0 losing matchups. Yeah, you were in the fucking chat. When I saw that shit, I was like, what? Because I thought people like you and Dan would be like mad optimistic with like 5 losing matchups, and then Payne rolls up with literally 0 losing matchups. And I'm just sat there like, fuck yeah, what? Yeah, you and Dan. I sat there like, these guys are high. There's no way they think Ike's this good. And then Payne rolled up and was like, yeah, we beat Palu +2. We have like 3 even matchups and we win all of the others. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I could not believe it. I thought, I passed away then and there, bro. Passed away. That was wild as hell. Sorry, I'm just looking for my the arm on my chair has just kind of come loose. I'm looking for my Allen key to fix it. Bear with. I don't know where it's gone. I'll find it later. Oh, whatever. But yeah, when I saw that matchup chart, I was gobsmacked. And I had to, yeah, because I looked at it, I was like, his matchup chart is so bizarre. It's completely skewed the whole thing. we ended up looking like a top tier with only like 3 losing matchups because his shit was so ridiculously optimistic. It wasn't released publicly, like the individual versions. But this is a guy called Payne who's like, he basically just spams Ike Dittos in the Discord. I'm pretty sure that's all he does, honestly. But we asked all these sages for matchup charts so we could put together a thing. So we had like 13 people, but he put it so I lost 0 matchups. So I had to manually bump every single one of his things down 1, just to make the matchup chart look reasonable. That's even though I bumped everything down 1, he still only had us listed as having like 3 losing matches. His chat was ridiculous. Anyway. Mewtwo. I don't know where to put this character because I've not fought one yet since the buffs, and I'm not actually 100% on what buffs have happened. Let me open it up on the. I'll pick my music. Grim. You guys reckon we beat Mewtwo? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I want to go see what his buffs are. I want to see what he's probably gained. Right, so Mewtwo has. I know they changed Shadow Ball a fair bit. So let's see. Back air, they increased the damage. Okay. And they increased the knockback as well. That's quite nice. Increase of damage and knockback. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I'm gonna go back over stuff in a minute, Jacko. So I wouldn't worry too much. Up air got a knockback increase as well. Neutral B. Ooh. It's warm, bro. So they increased the damage on it. Ugh, man. Did they change that? Yeah, they changed down throw to be much more potent, but you can still DI out to avoid stuff. Up B, really? Oh no, that doesn't matter too much. I thought for a minute there, I thought like up B got like way less laggy, but it's okay. Oh yeah, I don't think anyone's going to argue that Palo's the worst matchup. Like, that's definitely our worst matchup, in my opinion. I just realised Raven's probably got it as Joker, doesn't he? But whatever. Ooh. Yeah. Why is Palo... Yes! We're at 69! Let's go! Thank you very much, Cooper. Woo! We just cut that one off the front. Yeah, I don't think these buffs change a great deal about the Mewtwo matchup. I think I'll put Mewtwo in even. But again, he's sort of like leaning towards +1. I think we fight Shock fine, bro. And then Plant... I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I feel like Plant's a character that's slept on a little bit. But I think we still do fine. I'm going to stick... You know what? I'm not going to think too hard about it. I'm going to stick him in +1 and call it a day. They have the game plan to be annoying, but I feel like their kit's just a bit too limited to truly bother us, you know? Like they've got stuff like... But their toolkit's empty, you know? So I guess we look over the list. We'll go from the top and go down. I immediately know I'm moving Wolf because I was thinking about it, and I feel like Wolf's not as bad. Good job. Let's inhale while drinking. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Man, I'm just over here dying, and people are still arguing matchups. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a few changes, I think. I think Wolf is probably our hardest -1, but I think it is a -1 all the same. Zero Suit definitely still a -2. That matchup sucks in IMO. Wolf Laser didn't get nerfed, I don't think, but I feel like versus Wolf, I didn't really. Oh, okay, see you later, bro. Cheers for sticking around. I'll post this in the Discord after I'm done, I think. But yeah, nah, I think Rob is. I think we fight Rob really well. Rob can't land versus Ike at all. Yeah, people just feel free to ask me questions, and I'll go through stuff. Rob, like, already. If Rob was -1 before, then he's even now. I had him as even since the start, anyway. But he just can't ever land. And the thing is, we got two really, well, actually 3 buffs that really help cover that landing. Dash attack, you know, huge for covering that. When Rob's fucking about above you trying to mix up his landing, whatever, I don't care. I'm just gonna up B you, bro. And when he's floating off to the side of the stage, you can just forward air him a lot safer now. And it's not a big commitment to jump out with it anymore. Not as big of a commitment anyway. Like, that's the tinier buff, but dash attack and up B are the big ones. So at the very least, post-patch, Rob is even. Oh wait, is that San? Like, standard tall ass guy San, or is that just is it just a coincidence? Yeah, it's the same San. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think Ryu and Ken, if they don't know the match, if they don't know all the intricacies of the matchup, then yeah, I think we do fine. For real, because it's just this goddamn chair stops dropping. I think if they don't know all the little intricacies, then yeah, we probably do really well with them. But once they know how to fight us, I feel like that matchup is really tough, because they can just kind of focus stuff. Right, Zelda. The deal with Zelda is that I just feel like the character sucks, man. Like, there is Zona that... tell you what, Zelda is a character that beats you for mashing. If you just press forward and hit your buttons, Zelda's going to destroy you. Especially Wi-Fi Zeldas every time. You gotta like chill. Hey, this isn't an optimistic matchup chart. This is a realistic matchup chart, okay? With a sprinkle of my own opinions thrown in. I'm not saying Eddie's a masher. That's rude. But Zelda is a character that you have to just chill and wait. She's definitely easy to fight offline. Like, that's true, because she, like, trying to time stuff around Phantom. But the thing is, Zelda tries to zone you out, yeah, but she can't actually zone properly. So she's got a... She throws out her zoning tools like Dinspire and Phantom and stuff, but it actually doesn't matter at all. So then she has to approach you because you don't care about her zoning tools. And have you seen Zelda's approach options? They don't They don't fucking work, dude. They're like she's got dash attack to punish you for pressing buttons, and that's kind of it. I'm not ever worried about Zelda. So, yeah, I feel like we can just kind of zone her out. We can just kind of box her out all day. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you stick it in. Let us know in the Ike Discord when you do. And if I'm asleep when you're doing it, then no hard feelings. But I'm in a different time zone. I don't think there's any matchups in here that I'd really change. I don't think we beat Dark Hunt. I feel like it's a real chess match. Like Dark Hunt Ike is a proper chess match game because you've got to really figure stuff out. But I feel like for the same reason why I actually have Gunner as a losing matchup, the same reason why I don't think we beat Dark Hunt. No Kubel, crowns are for people who have Twitch Prime. Yeah. As soon as if someone was to tell me they think Shulk's a losing matchup, I wouldn't argue with it. But from my experiences with the matchup, I've always found it like Shulk's another one of those characters like sort of Smash 4 Bear was, where the way the character works in my head it clicks. It makes perfect sense how to fight the character. The resource management makes perfect sense to me and how to combat it. Like I said before you got here, Sam, when I was putting when I put the tier list together, like I feel like the ether changes, like you'd think that it sucks that he can cheat Monado out, but realistically it's just a really good move for forcing him to burn shield, which honestly is like part of the game versus Shulk. Like it's so good now because they're scared of dying to it. So they're gonna mash out shield as soon as they're in ether. So honestly, I think that buff helps a lot in that matchup. Not only this, but I was discussing it with Raven before he left, and like it needs more labbing. But we think that because of the changes to Nair, back hit Nair to up air, which are like kill percents, they can't shield Monado out. Which is again like a huge bonus because even if they've got shield, if that'll work even if they've got shield, that's like such a huge boost. So for that, I mean, I feel like Shulk probably does better in neutral versus us than we do versus them. Like their buttons are just dumb. That's the fact. But I feel like we are able to convert more we're able to convert more per neutral win versus Shulk. So I feel like it works out to being around even. I did talk about Zelda earlier, Mashian. That's a very apt name. Basically, I feel like Zelda only beats you if you're a Masher. If you can play conservative and just stay out of the way of Zelda's stuff, she just can't function well. Yeah. But yeah, Cloud matchup is weird. I don't feel like our buffs make a huge difference in that matchup. It's always been a tough one. Shoto matchup. I mean, I think it got easier just by virtue of the fact that our character got better. But I feel like Cloud's probably like one of the tougher ones in even for us. Well, they can make because thank you very much for the follow, Mr. Mans. Getting rid of the 69, but they can land for free because we still don't have any multi hits that work. Like in that regard, like if they do it in a terrible place, you can ether, but usually the one hit will go past them and then the sword ends up above them, and then you're like, whoops. But part of the reason why the matchup kind of is just a struggle because they down tilt our shield, they down tilt us, and if they recognize that we've armored it rather than they've hit our shield, they can just cancel with ether. Sorry, cancel with focus. Tank the first hit of ether, then dash out, and it's like whoops. and we take a lot of damage. Anyway, San, yeah, I have Palo as a -2 now, but you have to remember that I had Palo as a -3 beforehand. I think the matchup got a lot better, but I thought that matchup sucked so much. Like, this is honestly like way more optimistic than my previous matchup chart, because I had 4 characters in -2 and Palo in -3. Basically, Samus has always been a tough matchup for us, Lombrolo. But Samus has always been like really tough for us to deal with because she controls, like, it's better now because we're way better at holding advantage against her than we used to before. Because that used to be such a ball ache. Now we can actually like try and capitalize a lot more. I mean, let's be honest, Sam. The numbers don't really mean a great deal. People just kind of arbitrarily use them these days. It's not like the old days, where it was all on a set thing. We just kind of use the numbers and work from there. I should really just change it to even win, big win, lose, big lose. I think I'll do that before I change. Actually, no, I'm just going to do that because people are telling me. Why did that suddenly shrink? Why? That's so weird. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. I don't know why my big lose tier suddenly grew, but yeah. Yeah, so basically, I'll get back to what I said about Samus. Advantage for us got better, but I already had Samus like bordering on that, like, between losing and losing really badly. So, oh, here, Robbie. Yeah, I think Shulk Ike is even, honestly. I was actually just going into it. But Samus still... Oh, fuck off. Samus still controls the neutral game really well. Like, we don't really have an answer to charge shot. And while we don't have to jump all the time to get stuff started, which was a big problem beforehand, it's still a pretty big pain in the ass to try and get in on her. So I think she still wins, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, Robbie, basically what we said before is literally only a couple of minutes ago. Is that it's like if someone was to say Shulk won, it wouldn't be I wouldn't be upset, but at the same time I just think it's even because the character just makes sense in my head. Yeah. Yeah, what Sam says, man, like, because, you know, you try and pressure Samson, like, you got to remember that we can't really pressure her that well either, you know, because, or, like, we can't cross her up as shit because our aerials aren't safe enough. Like, even our Nair isn't safe enough to do a point-blank Nair on Samus, because she can just screw attack it. Yeah, mate, I played Jay Miller mains Min Min now. And he, like, I was playing it and like like we were trading games and yeah, you know, I'm still far more experienced with Ike than he is with Min Min, but it feels like if you can figure out how to get, if you can just time your jump rights, your jumps right, she really struggles, like, a lot. Yeah, so like Sam's can always screw attack us, so crossing up don't work. And you got to remember, Bloom, that's if Nair is fresh as well. It becomes -6 the instant it stales. So if you've used it even once, it becomes -6 instead. Yeah, no, Min Min's recovery is trash. It's so bad. And the new forward air we have, it just makes it so much easier for us to go and challenge. So we can just run off and swing at her. don't think there's anything in this matchup chart I really want to change now. Oh yeah, our recovery is bad, but it does. Every character fucks our recovery, dude. It doesn't matter. Like, if someone lets you use ether for free, then they kind of deserve to lose. Like, literally every character deletes our recovery. But yeah, I feel like I could make a mini tier for, like, slightly bigger losing from Wolf to Joker. Like, I could definitely separate it there. That's where the matchups actually start getting bad. But it's not +2. But I really don't want to do a +1, like a -1.5, sorry. Because that's dumb. Can I fit another one on here without it fucking the whole list up? Let's add another one in and see what happens. What are we calling this? We want it to be like a pink, I guess. No, we've already got. We'll make Big Win a nice green because we do love a green. That doesn't really fit on the screen too well, does it? That's annoying. Oh. Who did I drag that I didn't mean to? Oh, okay, just there. Yeah, San, I think that might be like a personal bias one, because I thought we got fucked up by them in Smash 4, like, badly. Why is this not? I really want to make these names smaller so I can fit them all in the tier. Yeah, no, come on, man. No, none of these silly Ditto jokes, man. We're all serious mode out here. I could, no, fuck it, you know what? Fuck it all. Fuck it. They're all going back in this tier. I can't be asked. It's a pain in the bum. I'm gonna just order them as best as I can. I'm gonna get rid of this tier. So it fits on my thing nicely. Nah, it'll be mad long, and also I'm like, I had a long day of work, I need a shower. Do you like my overlay, by the way? I made it all myself. I have zero graphic design. You can probably tell. Yeah. The long day at work was at work for like 11 hours today. It's not the way. To be honest, Bloom, I was a bit unsure about Rosa. Most of my stuff is basically, I feel like we deal with Luma really well. Yeah, it's a great image. Me and the Ike build, dude. It's the way. But I feel like we handle Luma really well. And I think especially now, we win. I think pre-patch it might have been even. Because we really struggled to get stuff started without jumping, and then Rosa just kind of nares us for naring. Dash attack being buffed is super helpful versus Luma. Because like, the extra knockback just sends Luma so far. And yeah. I mean, honestly, Bloom, you've basically just explained it. We just kind of do well versus it. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, Nair is relatively helpful. Like we were never really Nair upping you much anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, I think this be it. I'm gonna like order this tier. I think we do fine enough versus these characters down here. I think Greninja's a ball ache. I think we do okay versus Young Link as well. Like, these characters are all okay. Mario to Gunner. Then, like, Greninja is where it starts to get kind of annoying. Then... I don't even think Roy and Chrome are that bad. I think they're, like, down here. Gotta order these. Why is it suddenly shrinking? I don't understand, but I'll take it, but... It's a bit annoying that I've ordered a tier with two people in it, two characters in it, but yeah. This is how I shrink him, huh? I type extra shit in. This is how I make it all fit on the screen. This is how I could fit my extra tier in. But I'm not going to do it. I'm done. It's annoying that that doesn't fit my screen properly, I'm not going to lie. But that's just how it be. Aha! No, actually, I've got it. I've got it. Up there we go. Yes, and it fits lovely. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with what we got going on here.